Hello guys! In this lesson we will learn about graphing algebraic equations. Graphing equations is like visually representing the equation on the coordinate plane. We're gonna make now chart table and find ordered pairs and make graphic for this equation. Those three equations are linear equations. We're gonna graph them separately. Now let's start from the first one. We have x equals y. We're gonna make here table for this. So we have x and y. We're gonna give them numbers and see the relation between each other. Let's say x is 0. In this case, if x is 0, y equals to x, y will be 0. If x is 1, y will be 1. If x is 2, y will be 2. Let's give one more. If x is negative 1, y will be equal to negative 1. Now let's place these numbers on the coordinate plane and see how can we graph this equation. Let's start from 0. If x is 0, y equals to 0 too. So this is our origin. We call this point origin. This is our first point. Next, if x is 1, y equals to 1. We come and meet the point where they meet each other. This is the point. Next is 2. X is 2. Our domain is 2. We come and range y also is 2. So they meet in this point. We can make a line when we have 2 points. 2 points are totally enough to make a line. But in this case, we just want to exercise. Negative 1 is x here, and y is negative 1 too. This is x negative 1, this is y negative 1. They meet right here. So now we have these points. We're gonna join them and make our line. It will be like this. And this line can go in both directions infinite. Now let's go to next exercise. We have y equals to 2 times x plus 1. Here we're gonna make again our table and make order pairs for our graphing. Let's start here, x and y. When x is 0, 0 times any number is 0, plus 1 equals to 1. When x is 0, y is 1. When x is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So our y will be equal to 3. When x, let's put negative number. X is negative 1. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Plus 1 will be negative 1. Okay, let's do one more. When our x is 2, let's say x equals to 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. Our y will be 5. Now let's place this number pairs on the coordinate plane and see what we will have. Let's start from first one. When x is 0, y equals to 1. This is the point. X is 0, y is 1. We call this y-intercept. When x is 0, that's the way where a line crosses the axis, y-axis, and it is y-intercept. Again, when x is 0, we have y-intercept. This is just telling you to know we're going to use this y-intercept or x-intercept many times in future. Let's do next point. When x is 1, y equals to 3. Right here. X is 1, y is 3. This is 1, this is 3. Let's 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is our second point. Next one is when x is negative 1. This is our negative 1. And y is negative 1, 2. This is negative y. So they meet in this point. And the last one, when our x is 2, this is 1 and 2, our y will be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5. From 5 it comes to meet 2. Wherever they meet each other, this is the point. So this is our fourth point. Now let's connect these points and make our line. This line, any point on this line is true for this equation. Any x and y on this line you take, plug in this equation, the equation will be true. Y will be equal to this part. Now let's do our third one. This is also a linear equation. Let's make our table and make our graph. So we represent this equation on the graph. First thing we do, order pairs. This is our x, this is our y. Now let's give points. When x is 0, 0 times 3 is 0. Minus 3, y will be minus 3. When x is 1, 1 times 3 is 3, minus 3 will be 0. Next, let's give x 2. Our x equals to 2. 2 times 3 is 6, minus 3 is 3. Let's do one more negative. If our x is negative 1, negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Negative 3 minus 3 will be negative 6. Now let's put this ordered pairs on the coordinate plane and see how we can make our line in here. Let's start again. When x is 0, y equals to negative 3. X is 0, y is negative 3. Let's count negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. This will be our y-intercept. When x is 0, y is intercepting, crossing the axis. Our line is crossing the axis and meets on y-axis in this point. Next, when x is 1, y equals to 0. This is another point when our line will cross the x-axis. This will be x-intercept. Next one is 2. X is 2. Y is negative 3. Positive 3, sorry. X is 2. Y is positive 3. 1, 2, 3. Next point will be here. And the last one, x is negative 1. Y will be negative 6. This is negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. Okay, this point. So now we have our 4 points to make our line, to graph our line. and our line will pass through these points, and this is the last one we graph. So this is how we are graphing algebraic equations on the coordinate plane. And in this case, we learned how we call these points when the line crosses the x-axis, we call it x-intercept. And when the line crosses y-axis, we call this y-intercept. So this is another lesson. We're going to use this in many lessons in future with finding slopes and other graphings. So follow my channel. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you for watching my videos. See you next time.